Good morning, everybody. So my name is Akash Thakkar. I'm a partner and chief acquisitions officer at the urban infill developer EYA. Can you guys hear me okay? Well, thank you all for being here today to celebrate new housing and amenities for district families. This project is a true public, private, and community project in every sense of those words. The district owned the ground on which we stand and worked together with the private sector and the community to deliver what we see before us today and what we will see in the future. At the end of the day, projects like this at the McMillan Sand Filtration Site, that's what it was known as, now Reservoir District because we're adjacent to the reservoir, are built with one overarching objective: to enhance quality of life for district residents. Again, to enhance quality of life for district residents. We do this at Reservoir District by the district providing a large new 6.2-acre park on which we stand. The district and the Department of Parks and Recreation ably kicked off this project with this amazing park, and this was such an important piece of the project from the community's perspective, and the district delivered it first, so kudos to the district. By providing housing for families across all income levels, 146 townhomes that you can see right behind me here, and over 500 apartments with shops, grocery stores, and restaurants that folks can walk to. And by providing thousands of jobs and 1 million square feet of modern offices all the way to the north of us to support Children's Hospital, Washington Hospital Center, the VA, and other hospital initiatives in the city, really building the healthcare infrastructure for the city. What we often talk about as development or density are actually and simply places in our great city to build community, places that people call home. If done right, places like Reservoir District are new places to build community for folks of from all walks of life to call home, places that create life within walking distance, which is the North Star for EYA projects. So I want to say thank you to the entire EYA team who has worked tirelessly for north of 17 years. Thank you to our investor, Bernstein Management, who's here with us today. Really appreciate your support on a big endeavor like this. To our lenders at M&T Bank, our partners at Gyre Lynch and Trammell Crow, and to all the construction and consultant teams that have worked with us throughout the process. I see my friend Matt Bell in the audience, who is the planner, and we really appreciate all your hard work to get us through this process. Thank you. There you go, Matt. There you go. And a special thank you to my business partner and friend, Jack Lester, who's right over there, who has ably led the McMillan effort for the past several years to get us to where we are today. Thank you, Jack. Thank you to the ANC, Bloomingdale Civic, Stronghold Civic, Howard University, and the many community members and organizations who pushed a boulder up a hill, and that's really what this project has been. Built consensus and moved the project forward. Thank you to the City Council, with special thanks to at-large Councilmember Kenyon McDuffie, who has been a tireless champion of this project from day one. A round of applause, please, for Councilmember McDuffie. To live across the street from a project and to have a wife who at times might not have been totally happy with us, Kenyon, and still support the project as vehemently, as forcefully. There you go, Kenyon. There you go. As you have, it's a testament to your leadership, so thank you, Kenyon. To at-large Councilmember Anita Bonds, Ward 5 Councilmember Zach Parker, and Chairman of the Council, Phil Mendelson. And a heartfelt thank you to our 4 mayors, Mayor Anthony Williams, who started the effort to get McMillan developed, Mayor Vince Gray, who moved it forward, Mayor Adrian Fenty, who kept it moving forward, and to our fabulous Mayor Muriel Bowser, and her all-star team at DemPed. And I'd like to note Deputy Mayor Albert, who's here with us today. A special thanks to Sarosh Olpadwala and Jill Stucker, my man who's been working on this in earnest for, 12 plus years, Jill? Thank you for pushing this forward. And to Mayor Bowser, it's always an honor and pleasure to share a stage with you, and more important, a great joy of my life to call you a dear friend. Thank you, Mayor Bowser. The EYA portion of this project, which we can tour later today, has 146 townhomes, 22 affordable, and 124 market rate, with a really cool white and black architecture and color palette that mimics the colors and rhythm of the historic industrial site. And there's some really amazing views that you can check out as you look downtown. If you'd like, you can pop into one of the models today and see for yourself. With that, again, thank you guys for being here, and it is my pleasure to introduce to you one of our first homeowners, Chanel Toms. Chanel? Is that right, Chanel? Did I pronounce your name? Okay. Thank you for being an EYA homeowner. We appreciate it.
Hello, everyone. My name is Chanel Toms. I'm a fourth-generation Washingtonian and future resident here at Reservoir District. It's my honor to welcome you to this wonderful celebration as we mark the completion of the first homes and move-ins. Today is special not just because we're celebrating new buildings, but because we're celebrating new beginnings for families like mine. As someone who has personally witnessed displacement across generations of my family, I understand deeply the importance of affordable housing in our city. My own housing journey has had its challenges. After purchasing my first home in D.C. at age 26, I faced unexpected difficulties due to structural issues that led to displacement. It was during this challenging time that I would frequently pass by this very site, the former sand infiltration systems, while taking my daughter to doctor's appointments and after-school activities. I was drawn to the history and the potential of this land, and when I learned it would be developed to include affordable housing and community resources, I knew it would be perfect for my family. Through the IZ and ADU lottery, my dream of living in a safe and affordable housing in DC is becoming a reality. Complete with a beautiful view of the city skyline and my alma mater, Howard University. Today, HU, okay. Today, we're not just celebrating new homes, we're celebrating community. And I'd like to invite my neighbors and all those in attendance to enjoy this amazing event and others scheduled. This celebration represents what's possible when we prioritize keeping affordable housing in the district. I want to express my sincere gratitude to my mother, Denise, who told me to apply for the first-time home buyers program and taught me the importance of stability, and my father, Gregory, who showed me the value of hard work and education, and the incredible team at EYA, especially Nadia, who has been extremely kind and informative throughout this journey. And now it is my great pleasure to introduce someone whose commitment to affordable housing in the district has made communities like this possible. Mayor Muriel Bowser. Her dedication to creating housing opportunities and keeping her promises to residents like me deserves appreciation. Please join me in welcoming Mayor Muriel Bowser to the stage.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, good morning, everybody, and congratulations, Michelle, on choosing a great place to live right here in Ward 5. I'm going to speak quickly, so let me acknowledge first all of the community members who have attended lots of meetings over lots of years, our ANC commissioners and neighbors. Please give them a big round of applause. I want to recognize Councilmember McDuffie, the Stronghold community, the Bloomingdale community, and everybody that's been involved in making this a huge, huge success. I, too, want to recognize our DMPED team, Nina Albert, Deputy Mayor, Sarosh Adpadwala, and also Gilles, whose leadership has been amazing. Now that we're here, it seems really great, right? But we had some years of a lot of fights. And some, were good. Some were just plain unfair. I have to say it. And that's why it's so important that we've had the persistence in the vision to get here today. I want to also note that here we are on an underutilized parcel that we work with the federal government to get. And like other unused parcels like Walter Reed or like the Navy Yard and like Congress Heights and like RFK, the district has to be a part of the plan. Here we were a part of the future in this commitment to this park and recreation center. In other cases, it was commitment to infrastructure, like we're also very committed here. So I want to draw the parallel because I don't want anybody to think that we have underutilized parcels that the district doesn't invest in, because we do in every single case. And in every single case, like this one, we turn in what was blighted into something beautiful. In this case, we see what is historic and what is contemporary blending together. In this case, we will see housing and commercial development alongside much needed park space. So I have to say that every fight was worth it, because we stand here today and we stand here together. Council member, I have to ask you though, I have to ask you this. This project inspired some language I included in this budget. And it says, yes, we have to have community input, but our projects can't be held up because of people that don't have anything to do with it extorting the process. That holds up growth, that delays affordable housing, that stops us from having economic development and more revenues and more DC residents paying taxes. Can you put it back in? Can you put it back in? I need it back in, council member. Let's hear it for Kenyon McDuffie.
I was confused for a minute. I'm like, what do we take out? I think I know what the mayor's talking about, but I think the mayor knows that, like her, as a D.C. native who grew up in Washington, D.C., we love to see families make D.C. home. We love economic development that invites new families and embraces existing families to be a part of it. And so I think she knows that if it means that people like Chanel can be a part of a community like this one, right adjacent to Bloomingdale, right adjacent to Stronghold, then I'm going to support it. And I'm going to work with her to make sure that it gets back in. Absolutely. The mayor can't be the only one clapping for that. Come on. I'm going to make my remarks even more brief because it is extraordinarily hot out here. I will say this really quickly. It's already been mentioned. I grew up literally right across the street from here in Stronghold. And the District of Columbia acquired this property from the federal government in 1987, if I'm correct, for the purpose of redevelopment, for the purpose of economic development. And yet it has taken decades, almost 40 years, to see progress. As Akash had mentioned, it took multiple mayors to see progress, right? But finally, we cut the ribbon a few months ago, Director Freeman, on a beautiful community center and playground, Madam Mayor. And today we're cutting the ribbon on 146 townhomes. It took a lot of people to make this happen, including Stronghold Civic Association, Bloomingdale Civic Association, advisory neighborhood commissioners, and everybody who cared deeply about moving this city forward and progress at this site. But it took a mayor with vision whose mom would drive past this site, remind her that part of her job is to make this happen. So we got it done, and I want to thank Mayor Bowser for making it happen. I would walk across the street or ride my bike and see this fenced up site and dream about what it could be, right? Whether it was going to be some sort of basketball court, or it was going to be a grocery store, or something that helped our community. And because of the hard work, the public-private partnership, today we don't have to dream anymore. Today you can go inside this community center and have a swim in the pool. Today you can bring your kids over to play on the playground. And today we have people like Chanel who are going to make these homes behind us the place where they live, work, and raise a family. It's because of the coordination, the vision, and the timeless efforts of people who care deeply about this city that we made this happen. And I'm so delighted to be here with you all to cut the ribbon on these townhomes. Let's cut the ribbon today on these townhomes just like we did on the community center a few months ago. But let's not stop there. Let's make sure we come back and cut the ribbon on the multifamily with the grocery store. It's going to take continued effort, continued investment to make it all happen. But I'm delighted to be here today to cut the ribbon on these townhomes. Thank you all. I look forward to cutting the ribbon.
with that, thank you all for coming today. Let's cut the ribbon. Let's get into some air conditioning in the townhouses. And like the mayor and Councilmember McDuffie said, let's make the next Reservoir District not take 40 years, but less than 5. Can we get that done, guys? All right, come on up. 3, 2, 1.
Awesome.